Okay, good. So this is my first live stream. Oh, thank you. I just poured myself some wine and I'm gonna do a sheet mask. So feel free to join me if you have a sheet mask. I'm gonna go with the acai berry. This is a really good sheet mask brand. I don't know what the brand is actually. Oh, this at the bottom. Anyway. What do I do during quarantine? Lately I've been playing a lot of Sims 4. I mainly just do like the building in that because gameplay is kind of boring in Sims 4. But what else do I do? Watch a lot of Netflix. I should be recording videos. I'm in the US. I'm near Chicago. It doesn't seem like it's getting any better. In fact, I don't think it is. I know there's a case at the hospital right by my house. But I've been inside this whole time except for I had to get stitches in my hand, so I left and went to the doctor for that. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. This is such a weird time. Like, this isn't something that I would have expected to live through. Oh, I got some in my eye. Oh, wow. What time is it over there? It just got dark here. 6 a.m. Oh my gosh. Why are you up so early? Oh, yeah. I've been like staying up till 3 a.m. playing Sims some nights. Oh, was it good? I've never seen that. I'm surprised you don't have any. Okay, I'll have to check it out. I've been watching Tiger King, which everyone is talking about. Tiger King, what else? Honestly, I've been watching a lot of YouTube, like gameplays, rather than Netflix. My dog wants in here. Yeah, it took place in Oklahoma, which is where my mom is from, and it's actually taking place in the same county where she's from, so it's kind of funny. Yeah. I mean, there's crazy people all over America, but especially in the South. What are you doing? My ethnicity. On my mom's side, I think Irish, Scottish, European, pretty much. And then on my dad's side, he's African American, but I think he's Creole, so there might be, I don't know if my sister's still on here, if she can remember what it is, but Nigerian was I think the African side, and then some European country as well. But I'm half black, half white. What games do I like to watch people play on YouTube? I like that game Alien Isolation. Recently, though, I've only been watching Sims gameplays because I'm addicted to Sims. Oh yeah, thank you. Nigerian and Irish. Oh, Dad's Irish too. Yeah. Oh yeah, because our last name is Irish. This is so hard to get smooth. Oh, I missed that one, I'm sorry. Hold on. Do I go to school or college? No, I'm not going to school anymore. Taking a break indefinitely. But actually I've been thinking about going and getting maybe like a 2-year degree or something like that. Do I know, Mike? No, I don't think so. Am I supposed to know who that is? I don't know. Try the honey challenge. Oh yeah. Maybe I should retry it without the store-bought honey, because a lot of people said that store-bought honey wouldn't be good. I need more ideas for videos to make in general. I have another video coming out tomorrow though. But I don't know what else like to do. Actually, I do have a product review that I need to do. Oh, really? That's bad. I don't think I've ever had like a really bad reaction to anything. And that was better. Hmm. Do you have any suggestions for like things you want to see? It doesn't even have to be skincare necessarily. I keep thinking I have my glasses on. What have I been listening to? A lot of The Weeknd, because his new album just came out. Harry Styles. Her. And like some background piano music, like when I'm just reading or something. Hold on. What's the time in my country? Well, in the time zone I'm in, it's 8:18. 8:18. Oh my god. Yeah, it just got dark here. Where are you all watching from? What time is it there? .308 p.m. or a.m.? What I eat in a day, outfits, the week, makeup, hairstyle. I do have a lot of empties. I've been asked to do what I eat in a.m. Yeah, I guess people are staying up late now. I've been asked to do what I eat in a day, but I eat really bad and it varies so much day to day. Like today, like this morning, I had grits and eggs. This morning, as in like 12 o'clock, noon. And then I didn't eat anything until just recently. I had popcorn, Easter candy, and then I had some leftover Greek food from the other night. So yeah, I just kind of eat whatever I first look at whenever I feel hungry, and usually it's junk food. How old am I? It's okay. Okay, I'll try to do what I eat in a day. But it's pretty much like just cereal and then candy and chips. But I'll see if I can make it entertaining. I'm older than 21. I don't like saying my age. If anyone wants to know, this is what I'm drinking. I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it focusing? Yeah, just from Aldi. Cheap wine with a good rating. Outfits and workout. Yeah, I should do workout routines because I need to be active. My hips are getting so stiff from sitting in bed all day. It's not okay. Do you have like movie recommendations? Anything that you guys have seen lately that's been pretty good? I've been watching like a lot of 80s movies. I'm gonna take this mask off. It's starting to dry up. Go to Sweet Treat. What do you mean? Ooh, excuse me. What genre do I like? I like comedies, action movies, psychological thrillers are my favorite. I don't really like romance movies. I usually like sci-fi movies, but like sci-fi like the movie Aliens or what's it called? Event Horizon. I feel like there's hair on my face. Oh. My go-to sweet treat. I guess ice cream, since that's usually what's in my house already, but chocolate chip cookies, chocolate bars, Ted Bundy. Yeah, I saw the Ted Bundy tapes twice actually. So fascinating. Crazy guy. The platform. Salty snacks? Yeah, chips. Salty chips. I feel like that's usually it. Oh yeah, I did Bandersnatch. I should try it again. Try getting a different option. I love Black Mirror though. The Zodiac. What's that about? The Zodiac Killer? Or something else? My routine. Well, lately my routine's been a little different just because I'm not leaving to go anywhere. So I wake up, do my skincare, just basic like cleanser, toner, moisturizer, with a sunscreen. I only wear the sunscreen because I sit by windows. Murder Mystery. I'll look into that one. And that's my like morning routine, and then at night, again, just a cleanser, toner, and moisturizer. I've been using an acne cream as well, and a serum sometimes. Would I date a guy who wears makeup? Yeah, I don't care. I actually put makeup on my exes whenever we were dating. Yeah, I don't think like makeup is gendered, really. I'm trying to think if I have any like stories to tell. I do have stories to tell, but they're kind of incriminating. So I don't know if I should tell any. You seem Yes, I'm very introverted. That's why like quarantine isn't so hard for me because I stay in my house anyway. But I do miss like going out a little bit. Am I home alone? No, my parents are here and I have 2 dogs. I wish I was home alone, but I've been stuck in the house with these people for weeks. Do you guys live by major cities? Just trying to figure something out. Charlotte. Favorite wine? I don't have one because I don't drink wine that much. I don't drink that much at all, so I don't know what my favorite is. I like white Zinfandels. I like white wines. I like sweeter wines. I don't really care for dry wines. Do I have brothers or sisters? I have 4 sisters, so there's 5 of us. No brothers, all girls. And we all live in different places. I live here by Chicago. My youngest sister is my younger sister is in Portland. The sister, one older than me, is in Dallas. And then my 2 oldest sisters are in LA. What am I drinking? White wine. This, don't know if you can see it. Got it from Aldi. What else? I feel like this world is it's tailored to the extrovert. So it's always nice to see that there are other introverts out there. I should probably slow down, shouldn't I? Oh, really? That's crazy. It would be so weird if I found out I was supposed to be a twin, but I'm not. What am I studying? I'm not studying anything in a formal educational sense, but I like to study philosophy in my spare time. That and music theory. I don't do well in a school setting, but I can learn on my own quite well. I'm also studying a couple languages, which I have a hard time staying focused with that. Could you date a guy who is a strong extrovert? Yeah, I don't think that really matters. What's my secret to glowing clear skin? My bone structure. That is all TMJ in the jaw. And then, yeah, I got blessed with the cheekbones. Secret to glowing clear skin. Well, I've been dabbling in so much skincare for the past 5 years. I don't really know what's been the best thing for my skin. I don't drink that much water, which I should be doing. But also when people say you should drink a lot of water, they don't understand that water like affects your internal organs before you can see any results in your skin. So if your internal organs aren't properly cared for, then that's going to be reflected in your skin. So once everything is sorted out inside, then water will be able to affect your skin better. Your hair, like curly hair? You've got curly hair, or do you mean the hairstyle I have right now? What? I don't know anything about Mormonism, to be honest. Okay. I have a little bit of a reading disability, so I couldn't tell if it was just that or I don't know. Oh, okay. Let me read it again. Okay. Yeah, curly hair. My hair, as much as I love it, I also hate it because it's so thick and coarse. It took 2 hours to do this hairstyle yesterday, and that's mainly because detangling these two sections was so hard. What did that say? Have you ever done it? No, I haven't. I should probably. Oh, okay. I finally thought of a story I could probably share. I don't know if any of you follow me on Instagram. If you do, then you probably would have seen it, but a while back, so like May of last year. Okay, take her out. You know the first step is admitting the problem, right? Absolutely. When is my birthday? January 8th. It already passed. I'm a Capricorn. I want thin hair because having thick hair, it's such a pain. But I get some people like a lot of volume. I could care less so long as it doesn't feel like my arm is falling off every time I try to brush through my hair, detangle it. It's such a workout to do my hair. Yeah, my hair is really curly. I'm like 4A on the curly scale. 4A with a little bit of 3C, maybe even 4B in some places. What was I saying? I was telling a story. Do you have advice for a girl at 17? Yes. Okay, I'll finish the story in just a second. Advice for a girl at 17. I would say, okay, this is what I would have wanted to tell myself at 17. You don't have to like have everything figured out. Like you don't have to figure out like what career you want, even what college degree you want to pursue. I think it's important to follow your interests. Like if one day you just randomly are like, oh, okay. Can you understand me okay though? Or should I explain simply? But pretty much I would just say, follow your interests. If one day you just wake up and you're like, I kind of feel like painting, try that. Just like do things that you're interested in, regardless of being worried about judgment. No, I've never tried plum wine. Yeah. And I feel like following the interests that you used to have when you were a child before you like knew what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing, if that makes sense. Following those interests usually lead to something good. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so my advice to you is just follow what interests you. Don't worry about the judgment of other people. Just focus on what makes you happy in the moment, so long as it obviously doesn't harm yourself or anyone else. Which countries have I traveled to? The only other countries I've been to are Canada, and that's because it was like an 8-hour drive from where I live, and China. I went to China in 2017, visited 3 different cities while I was there. Really cool. I really want to go to Japan, and Costa Rica. No, okay, back to the story that I was telling originally. So back in May of last year, so 2019, I moved to Dallas, Texas, and excuse me, I had a lot of like crazy things happen to me while I was there. The very first week, it might have been, you're welcome, 1 or 2 days after moving, I was supposed to go downtown to meet my new boss, and so I lived 30 minutes walking distance to a free trolley that went downtown. And for some reason I thought that 30 minutes would be okay in 90-degree heat, which obviously it wasn't. I didn't have a car at the time. So I just walked there around noon, so when the sun was at its highest. And by the time I got there, I was drenched in sweat, of course, to the trolley. Sorry, I'm really bad at telling stories. And when I got to the like trolley station, there were 2 guys sitting on either side where there were seats, and so there was nowhere for me to sit without sitting next to some strange guy who seemed a little bit off. They were both homeless, so I just wanted to kind of stay away, but then I decided to go and sit by one of them, and this guy was, I feel really bad, but he was obviously had the brain of someone who's done a lot of drugs. And so he was talking to me, and it was just really awkward and uncomfortable, and I didn't know when the trolley was ever gonna get there. And he was talking to me, so we were facing each other, and I couldn't understand what he was saying because he was almost like whispering to me from all the way like 6 feet away. And then every now and then I would hear a word like data sheet or something. So I had no idea what he was talking about. He was just talking kind of crazy to himself, directed at me. So I was just really uncomfortable. Finally, the trolley comes. I get on the trolley and he doesn't get on, thank God. And I'm just watching him and he like keeps looking at me through the trolley window. And then I see him take out a notebook and start writing something. And then he gets on the trolley and hands it to me. And he said, I wrote you this poem. And I said, thank you. And then I just like put it down and looked away from him and he got off. And I didn't read it until the trolley finally drove off and I felt safe, I guess. But it wasn't a poem. It was like a story that didn't make any sense. And I wish I knew where it was. Let me see if I can find it to read it to you. I bet I can. Okay, oh my god, I found it. Okay, let me read you this poem that he wrote me. A long damn time ago, we locked eyes, me and Kimberly. Rivers Roberts. She was a white girl at the time. Somebody said, Niagara Falls. So slowly I turned, step by step, inch by inch. I took out my easel, my paint, my brushes, and set my canvas in its place. I began to plod along, mixing my paint, a color mixed with another, and so forth, Sally. Then I dipped in a favorite brush, one that I was familiar with, into a color. Oils. Then I made a brush stroke. Then I began to clean my brushes in the turpentine and trade them back and fro and jungle paints and I can't read that, and colors in turpentine, and my beautiful dreamy imagination, a painting emerged. So that's what the crackhead wrote for me. And then there's like some creepy drawing of a clown, and underneath it says mango. And he's wrote some little things around the side. Alice in Wonderland. Here he comes, that's Katie's clown. So that was my introduction to Dallas, Texas. Was being given this creepy story by a homeless crackhead. Let me go through the comments. Oh, I want to go to Dubai. What is your best tip for length retention? Not cutting it, I guess. I stretch my hair usually. If you've seen my video on how I do like my everyday hairstyle or like the twist that I do. So I twist my hair and then I take it down after it's dried. Sometimes I leave it in twist for a couple days and then I take it down. And then once it's down, I put it in 2 braids and that kind of like stretches it out and makes it retain its length. If that's what you meant, or if you mean like how do I get my hair to grow so long? I chopped all my hair. I had dreads and I chopped all my hair off in 2013, and I had a really short style where it was like probably like that long on top, and then it got shorter, like faded kind of in the back. So it's been since then that I've been growing out my hair, and I've cut it a couple times. This is the length of it now, but I think it's just kind of genetic. My hair grows pretty fast. I also do protective styles every night. I don't cut my hair that much. Oh, excuse me. If I see split ends, I'll go in and trim just the split ends. I do a leave-in conditioner. I just want to keep it hydrated. What are you using for your hair? I'm using Cara Care shampoo, Shea Moisture conditioner, and my leave-in is Cantu argan oil leave-in conditioner. And then I just started using this oil blend on my scalp, and then I'll put it in the rest of my hair after the leave-in conditioner. It's a poem about unrealizable desires. It's about male rejection and desire to be loved. Interesting take on it. I read it to my older sister, and she thinks that there's a movie or a book that she thinks he read and was kind of referencing. Do I have no friends? I have 2 friends, maybe. Why don't I do modeling? I'm too short. I guess I could do like print. I did want to model when I was younger, but I don't know. I don't know if I would like it. I actually did take a modeling job when I was living in Dallas back in November, I believe. And it was fun. We went one day to do like a rehearsal and do a photo shoot in the clothes. And then the next day was the fashion show. And it was at a art gallery. So it was kind of different. It was part of the installation. And we just walked, there were pedestals, and one model would go out at a time, go to the pedestal, and then stay there for like 3 minutes, and then move on to the next one, and another model would come out. And we did that until we were all filling the room. It was pretty cool. Do I have a boyfriend now? How many tattoos? I only have this one. I don't know if you can see it that well, but it's a lotus flower. I got it when I was in Beijing, China. It was my last night there, and I was there with a friend, and we were like, why don't we just go get tattoos? And since it's our last night here, like YOLO pretty much. And so we had a hard time choosing a place because they don't have Google, and their search engine in China is all in Chinese, obviously. So we went down to the concierge and like brought up the page and asked like which one should we go to. And even the concierge, they don't speak great English. So we had a little bit of like a difficult time, but they pointed to one that they said they thought would be good, and it was close by. And we got there, and it was like this really cool, like, it seemed like a 5-star place. It seems like a place that you would see like on Instagram with pictures of it on Instagram. They had like chinchillas by the front entrance. It was this really like cool, like millennial setting, I guess, for lack of a better word. It was just a really cool place, and luckily one of the friends of the tattoo people, the tattoo artists, was there, and he was the only one that spoke English, so we were able to like get everything sorted out. Yeah, I was a little worried about putting something permanently on my skin, but now it's just like, I don't know, it's a piece of art. I let the guy designed it, so I just said I wanted a lotus flower, and he was the one that chose the design, pretty much. At this point in your life, do you believe you could psychologically handle a romantic relationship? I feel like you're like quizzing me. Yeah, I think so, but I don't think it's like necessary right now, so I'm not really looking for it. What's my opinion about depression? It's a mental illness that too many people suffer from, which is unfortunate. It sucks. It's an unfortunate disease, I guess. I've experienced it. People close to me have experienced it. think it's important to always get help, not be afraid of help. The sister of Star Star. Oh, cool. My sister was on here a little while ago, but she's gone. My youngest sister. Do I like or support Trump? No, absolutely not. Oh, she's still here, my sister. She has a YouTube channel, actually. If you guys are looking for something else to watch, check her out, Autumn Pearl. Iraq. Oh, okay, cool. Is everything well over there? Tell Mill I say hi. My sister has this adorable greyhound. She's so sweet. Is anyone else drinking wine? Is it just me? Oh, why did I turn that off? Yeah, you should. What's whose name? My sister? Oh, hi. India is another place I'd like to visit one day. Would I be open to dating someone who votes Republican? I think it doesn't really matter what you vote, it just matters what your basic like beliefs are. Like, my sister's name is Autumn. Her channel name is Autumn Pearl. If we don't see eye to eye on basic beliefs, like basic human rights issues, then I don't think I could date someone like that. Do you think that anyone can live in America easily? I feel like that's... I don't know how to answer that because, like, in what aspect would it be easy? Easily. Like, do you mean, is it easy to become an American citizen? Because I don't think it is. Or do you just mean, like, live here comfortably? This wine tastes pretty good. It's sweet, which is what I like. Usually white wines I agree with a bit more. Where do I shop for my clothes? I like yesstyle.com. I like Amazon actually is getting pretty good with clothes. I haven't bought anything off of there in a while. I got a really cute sweater though, where it's like cut out for a collar and then it's like a V-neck. Do I believe in time travel? I think theoretically it's possible. Since time is just a human concept, I feel like there should be a way to time travel. I know they say by moving at a really fast speed in like Einstein's theory. If you move really quickly, I saw this on History Channel or something like that. If they got a train to move super fast, like at the speed of light, the time within the train would remain normal, but outside the time would be faster outside of the train, so you could pretty much just travel into the future without aging more than like a few days and be like several years into the future. For the past, I don't think they've found any like theoretical way to go into the past, but I think it's possibly something that could happen. Possibly. It's hard to say for me, who is not scientific in any way. But actually, these are the things I kind of like think about. I have a book on quantum physics. I have a book called Hyperspace over there that I need to get back to. But yeah. I mean, live in America comfortably. Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of foreigners are scared of how violent and dangerous America seems, but just so you know, a lot of that is just like the news blowing things out of proportion. If you're a foreigner and you see things about America, it's usually like bad things, like dangerous things, violence. And that's just like stuff that the media pushes. It's not like that everywhere. Like I feel safe to go walk around this neighborhood that I'm living in now. I could walk out there at night, and I have done that before at like 3 in the morning, and I'm safe. Like I don't fear my life. I don't fear getting shot. However, there are a lot of areas that do have more criminal activity. Sorry, I'm kind of behind on these comments. Is it wine or water? I'm drinking wine. Do you know how to make eyebrows thicker? I heard that castor oil, if you put castor oil on your eyebrows every day, any facial hair, or any hair actually. I've seen guys do it for their beards, mustaches, facial hair. I've seen people do it for their eyelashes. I haven't tried it. As you can see, my eyebrows are not very thick. I have long eyebrow hairs, but like the ends of my eyebrow hairs are very thin. My voice sounds light and dainty. Thank you. I hate the sound of my voice. Putting a letter A. Oh, this is actually my sister's room, but she moved out. So this is her little A for Autumn, which is her first name. You don't want to mess with time. No, I don't think it's something to be messed with, because then you'll end up on a different timeline. If you go to the past, then the present moment would change. Do I believe in open relationships? Do I believe open relationships are more honest? Not necessarily. I think the only thing you're being more honest about is who else you're with, I guess. Just the fact that you're not with another person and only them. But you can still lie in an open relationship. Do I wax or shave my face? I used to wax my eyebrows and my mustache, but now I don't. I don't have that much hair on my mustache area, but I tweeze or use like a little eyebrow, what's it called? Eyebrow razor on my mustache sometimes. I have European blood, so that's why I have a mustache. It does matter where you live or where you're from, Bethlehem. Is there a lot of bullying? Yes and no. Bullying. The school I went to, okay, so for some background, I live in a rich white area. And so the school that I went to was like rich white kids and some Indian kids, and then a few black kids, a few Eastern Asian kids. And the bullying isn't like what you see in media. Like, there's no physically pushing anyone that you don't like. It was all very psychological bullying, I feel like. The bullying that I saw was like the cool kids would be fake friends with the people that they didn't like, or the uncool kids, and then they would like laugh about it with their friends. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but they would pretend, they'd be like, oh, I like your shoes, and then they would turn and laugh to their friends because they're actually ugly or whatever. It's kind of stupid, but I haven't seen like bullying where they like pick on you and like push you into a locker or anything like that. I have double eyelashes. What does that mean? Share my skincare. I feel like I've done a lot of skincare videos. Yeah, my last video that I posted was about my like morning skincare routine. It's great to speak English. Not really every language is. My hairstyle is not so common. Yeah, I did this myself. I did it yesterday. I did 2 braids on the sides and then 2 braids here, and I pinned them behind my head and then did 2 Bantu knots. I'm not doing any sports at the moment. I really like playing tennis, but I don't have any tennis partners. My family doesn't want to play it with me, and my friends don't either. I'm not in boarding school. I'm not in any school. Honey, good for skin. Yeah, honey is good for your skin. Raw honey is the best. Do I have an everyday hair routine? Kind of. I don't know if you've seen my video about my hairstyle routine. But I pretty much just twist my hair, all of it, and wear that for a couple days, then untwist it and wear it in the curls. And I'll put it into braids at night when I go to sleep and just take it down in the morning, and that's pretty much it. I don't have to do anything after the initial twisting of my hair, which is nice. But with this hairdo, this is my first time doing a hairdo that isn't twists after washing my hair, so I'm just leaving my hair like this for like a week, and then I'll wash it again. Do I know subliminal? Like subliminal messaging? Yeah, I do. What about subliminal things? What kind of books do I like? I prefer philosophy books, but I said it a little bit earlier, but I have a reading disability, so reading isn't all that enjoyable for me, so I usually stay away from books. But since it's quarantine, I've been reading. I just read the Betty Davis Club, which I thought was really good. It was interesting because it's like a road trip. It's about a road trip pretty much, and one of the stops was in Chicago, so being able to read about places that I've been, like the Science Museum, was kind of cool, reading that in a book. What is your study course subject? I'm not in school, but I like to study philosophy in my spare time. Philosophy and languages. Do I listen to affirmations? No, I should. I repeat affirmations sometime. I try not to care about my hair or skin too much. It's a lot of work. Yeah, I agree. I have like anxiety about getting old and looking old and ugly, so that's why I'm into skincare. I try to release that anxiety though. Where do I work, or what kind of job do you do? Since I moved back to Chicago from being in Dallas, I haven't got a job yet. I just moved back in January, and yeah, now that quarantine is going on, I don't think I can get a job. So I'm just chilling, playing Sims all day, watching Netflix. Ram Dass spoke at a skincare event. Are you serious? I need to watch that. I love Ram Dass. Can you talk about your tattoo? I did just kind of say that it's a lotus flower. I got it while I was in Beijing, China, from a random tattoo shop that we just kind of picked from a list of tattoo shops. And it turned out to be a really cool, hygienic, cool 5-star tattoo place. The guy, I just said that I wanted a lotus flower. He showed me a drawing that he had done before, and I was like, sure. Took about like an hour and a half. I know it's upside down, but I can't turn my arm right now. So yeah, that's my only tattoo. Do I play any sports? No, not really. Like I said, I really like tennis, but I don't have anyone to play with me right now. What is my aim in this life? Just to, I don't know, explore the world, have fun, live life, understand what it means to be human. What reading disability do I have? Well, it's called scotopic sensitivity. It's not really a reading disability, but it affects my reading. It's a light sensitivity disorder in the brain that causes, when you're reading black letters on a white page, it's really difficult to see things. The words can jump around, the letters can mix up, they can completely disappear off the page. It's different for everyone. For me, personally, it almost like inverts really quickly or disappears altogether, or the words move around in different sentences. So yeah, but my eyes are really sensitive to light as a result, and it's really difficult to read in natural light or fluorescent light especially, so I usually read in really dim light in a darker room. You hate needles? I don't mind needles anymore. I used to throw a fit, like at the doctor's. I think I've kicked a doctor before trying to give me a shot when I was younger, but now like I get allergy shots, so I'm pretty used to needles. That's like 2 shots every week. And yeah, this actually didn't hurt that bad. I have a high pain tolerance though. The shading, the black shading, was the worst because my skin was already irritated from the outlining. And he did white shading as well, but you can't really see it. And then I have a lot of piercings. I think I have 9 right now. 5 on this ear and 4 on this ear. My skin is so clear. I feel like it's just my camera. I don't think it's that clear. I mean, you can kind of see there's some scarring, but you can't see like all the blemishes. But thanks. That's the goal. Milky. Will you do another tattoo in the future? Probably. I think I've made up my mind that I'll only get tattoos while traveling since I got this one in Beijing. I think I'm just gonna have it be like a souvenir type thing. I'm so indecisive though. I don't know what I would get. So I think I'll just like go to an artist and see what they have and let them put one of their own creations on me. Of course, if I like it. Microneedling? What's my weight and height? That's not something you should ask someone. But I'm 5'6", and I'm 100, last time I checked was Monday, 108 pounds. I'm healthy. I know it sounds like it's not very heavy and it's not, but I am okay. I can't gain weight really. What about it? Oh wow. Is that gonna hurt the subcision? Is that how you say that? Yeah, I'm staying safe. I have asthma, so I'm a high-risk person. So I've just been staying in the house, except for when I had to go to the doctor twice. What kind of friends do you like? I would like a friend who is into philosophy like I am, discussing philosophical theories. It's kind of fun. Someone chill. Yeah. Do I have specific career or job plans? I have a few ideas. My older sister has a business, an advertisement agency, so my last resort is kind of to just work for her. So until then, I'm just gonna kind of figure out, yeah, I know, Autumn. I'm gonna figure out what I want to do with my life. I'm thinking about going to school for sound engineering. I really like making music, so maybe I'll do that and be able to mix for other people. What do I do besides YouTube? Nothing. Play Sims. Sims all day, Netflix, and YouTube sometimes. Yeah, health is what matters. I know people get caught up on how much they weigh all the time, but if someone weighed the same amount that I do, but they were like 3 inches shorter than me, like it would be different. Or even if they were 3 inches taller than me. It's all subjective. I think I drank too much wine. To have to stay in the house. Yeah, I'm scared. I haven't gone out in a while, but my mom keeps going out to get groceries, and she's not high risk, but me and my dad are. Oh my god, excuse me. So it's kind of concerning. I had a hard time breathing the other night, and I had a full-on panic attack thinking that I had corona. I know I don't, though. What's the best movie I've watched? Oh my god, that's so hard. I really like Interstellar for philosophical and sci-fi reasons. I really love the movie Perfect Blue. It's an anime movie. Actually the same guy who made Perfect Blue made another movie which inspired the movie Inception. Paprika was the other movie that he made, and it inspired Inception. But I really like Perfect Blue because it's a psychological thriller, and it's so good. Honestly, I might watch that later tonight. Highly recommend. Are you serious? What character? Where are you most likely to meet your friends? Online, probably. I don't hardly leave my house. My only friends that I have right now are from childhood. Like one friend is from middle school that I still hang out with. Another friend I met like when I first moved here in 2004. Would you become a philosophy teacher? Yeah, if I didn't hate school, becoming a philosophy professor is like, I would definitely pursue that career. I still might. It's like my plan C or B. Yeah, Kimchi can't decide where she wants to be, which shows to watch during this time. I really like Sex Education. It's really funny, but it's also like somewhat educational. It has good representation, and I love their accents. Sex Education, The Good Place. That's another funny one. I just finished that one and I started rewatching it. They only have 3 seasons on Netflix though. This is the first time someone answered in a live. Yeah, that's because there's 11 people. What's Tiger King about? Okay, oh my gosh, Tiger King's wild. It mainly focuses on this one guy, Joe Exotic, who owned a zoo. It was like a little plot of land that had some tigers, lions, bears, alligators. This redneck dude, this real hillbilly guy, in Oklahoma, he had this zoo, and it's pretty much about him and his zoo, and then this rival that he has who is living in Florida, and she owns a sanctuary for cats. So she was like disputing, she was trying to get him put out of business because she disagrees with what he's doing. She thinks that it's like animal abuse, which I agree with, but she has her issues as well. She's suspected of murdering her husband and feeding him to her tigers. So I highly recommend that one, actually. It's really interesting. It takes place in Grady County, which is where my mom's side of the family is from. So it's kind of funny because rednecks. Will I save this live? I don't really want to, but I think I will. I weigh 222 pounds and 5'5". 222 seems like a lucky number to me. I feel like I understand aesthetically people wanting to be slimmer, but I feel like if it's a societal pressure, I think you should like double think about that. I feel like if you're healthy, it doesn't matter what weight you are. I feel like you shouldn't look at a scale, you should just look at your, like how healthy you are, how you feel. And if you want to be like fit, like I'm not in shape at all, even though I'm thin. I just tried to do a push-up the other day. I can't do one push-up. I was there, arms out, went down like that, and could not get back up. Not one push-up. So just being thin doesn't mean you're in shape. Being heavier doesn't mean you're out of shape. So I feel like don't look at a scale, just base everything off your health. 4th season of The Good Place. I haven't seen it yet because it's not on Netflix. And I don't watch TV. My parents have cable, but I don't really go down there and watch because I'm tired of commercials. That wine hit, yeah. Yeah, I feel a little out of it thanks to the wine.